This walk is just to the south of Gosford on the Central Coast. It starts from Point Clare railway station and will head into Brisbane Water National Park before heading down to Woy Woy railway station. We'll head along some bush tracks, along some fire trails, and then we'll head across to the cliff face. We'll follow that back along the track down to Woy Woy Bay. We'll retrace our steps, then head down under the railway and along to Woy Woy station. Leaving Point Clare station, we'll head north, then turn left into Penang Street and head up the quite steep hill. At the top, we can follow the track which leads up into the national park. This track will lead us up onto the top of the plateau. And soon becomes one of the forest trails. This actually gets rather steep in places, and it has been concreted so that the fire trucks can get up and down. We eventually turn left on the Currumbine Creek fire trail, and this will start heading to the south. We get our first view out down to Woy Woy and to the Rip Bridge. This trek goes up and down a few hills and eventually arrives at a creek which we'll cross. Don't think this gate has been locked for a long time. We eventually arrive at another crossroads and we'll continue along, although I couldn't find the start of the small trek. So we followed the main trail, and you can turn right about half a kilometre down here and go and look at some Aboriginal engravings. But half a k down we turned to the left and caught this trek along to the cliff face, giving nice views down into Brisbane Water. We eventually come up to the top of the cliff. This trek eventually gets back out onto the main fire trail, and just as it joins it, there's a flat rock you can sit on and look right up and across Brisbane Water. We continue along the trail to the south until we arrive at the lookout at the end overlooking Woy Woy Bay. From here we'll retrace our steps back to where there is a reservoir, and we'll turn to the right and start heading down the hill. It so happened they were doing some maintenance work on the communications towers, rather them than me, and then we'll follow this track right down to the railway. Once we get down to the bottom, there is a road that goes underneath the bridge, and this will take us to the other side. It's a road, Here we'll turn right and head along the cycleway towards the Spike Milligan Bridge. Now, Spike Milligan actually lived in Woy Woy, was a great conservationist in the area. From the middle of the bridge you get great views across to Gosford. Soon we arrive at the Woy Woy Wharf, and on the other side of the road is the railway station.